Hello YouTube, so today we're looking at a super easy, probably the easiest, fastest growing plant in the aquarium hobby, so stay tuned. Alright YouTube, here it is, Hygrophila Difformis or water wisteria. Probably, like I said, the fastest, easiest growing plant in the aquarium hobby today, at least from my experience. The only problem with this, I got 10 pots, it's all grown out of water. So we got to get it out of the pots. I'll probably float it for a couple weeks until it converts over to submersed form, which will make it look completely different. But let's get it out of the pots and take a look. Okay, so we're going to get this out of the pot. Thankfully, this plant is one of the easier ones to unwind out of rock wool. And the most annoying part of buying potted plants. However, like I said, this is a very easy plant. You know, temperature right, 75 to 82 in that range. pH 6.5 to 7.5. While it doesn't require any type of fertilization or CO2, if you did fertilize or add CO2, this stuff is really going to get out of hand fast. It will grow insanely fast. Now, I already noticed there's duckweed mixed into this, which really is unfortunate. Makes me not want to put it in any of my tanks, especially my guppy tank, because I just cleaned out all the duckweed out of that tank. But that's where it's going to go. So if you are having problems growing this plant, there's a few things you could look at. Mainly it's going to be nitrogen. Because this plant grows so fast, it will consume nitrogen insanely fast out of the water. So if your nitrogen levels are okay, the other thing to look at is iron and magnesium. This is one plant that will definitely take advantage of both of those. If you notice any yellowing in the leaves, anything like that, then you'll want to look at probably magnesium and iron. More iron though. Now this plant can get insanely huge, so it's not recommended for nano tanks. Well, I guess I shouldn't say insanely huge, but it can get up close to 2 feet and about 10 inches wide when it's full grown, and it'll just continue to get bigger and bigger and bushier and bushier. So keep that in mind. At minimum, if you put this in like a 10-gallon tank, you're probably going to be trimming insane amounts weekly out of your tank. Like I said, this is going to go in my 55-gallon guppy tank, so let's get it over there. So we can just get a quick view of the 55-gallon tank here. The big moss wall over here is doing well. I'm going to try to keep it away from this side though, because if we zoom in you can see bladderwort in there, and we do not want to get this plant infected with bladderwort. So I'll be trying to keep it on this side of the aquarium. So far I haven't found any bladderwort over here. So here's 10 pots worth. I'm just going to pick it all up and just drop it in. Just like that. So I will be floating this while it converts over to submersed grown. It'll drop a lot of the leaves, it'll die back a little bit. The reason I am choosing this tank, however, is because there are so many fish in here that it does keep the nitrogen level really high. So hopefully it won't take too long, it'll grow really fast, convert, and we'll be ready to go to a different aquarium. So this is a pretty neat plant just to float as well. Basically what will happen is it'll spread runners across the top of the water and then send roots down, and so you'll have like this creeping look of roots through your water column. Now obviously that's going to drown out all your light, so if you have any plants down below, it'll suffocate them. But if you don't have any plants planted below them and you want a really cool looking effect, I might leave some in here just so we can take a look at it. It'll probably take some time, probably a few weeks. Alright folks, there you go, water wisteria, a super easy, fast growing plant. It doesn't require CO2 or even fertilization. However, if you do want it to grow super fast and get insanely out of control, add CO2, you'll be removing water wisteria by the garbage bag if you do provide nutrients and CO2 and high light. Also, don't forget light. Thanks for watching. We'll check back in on this in a few weeks and you'll be able to see the submersed versus the immersed form. It will change pretty drastically, so definitely subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see everyone next time.